A jitterbug. What's up, dumb fucks? I say that one a lot. Sorry. It's me, Adam Pecora. What's going on? Welcome to Requiem for a Tuesday. Episode 103. Look at us. Who would have thunk it, you know? Every day is a gift. Oh, boy. We're doing another shorty. Apologies. I know we've been doing shorties. I'll get into it in a second. But let me do the thing. You know how it is. We're doing it every week. Forever. Even though it doesn't work, it is the definition of insanity, but what else do I got? Rate, review, subscribe. Requiem for a Tuesday. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever, Stitcher, blah, 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 Podbean. It's on all the things everywhere. I think once it's on like one, they aggregate automatically. I don't really know, frankly. Justice's Show, Microwave Minutes. Check out the music, Multiplex, Wolfx. Some jammy jams for you to jammy jam to. Okay. Merch, rfat.bigcartel.com. Got a tote. Got a little pen sticker combo. Whatever. It's something. Nice bottle cap pin. Gorgeous pen. Gold clutch back. Not real, but it's nice. And we got a little Microwave Minutes merch, couple coasters, something nice, something sweet. So check that out. Follow me on Instagram, m.rfat. Okay, that's it. But yeah, been a little preoccupied, so we're doing some shorties. Putting together a little side hustle here, so I guess I'll just break the news, but it's going to be a minute before things happen. But working on building out like a little mini, focus on the mini print studio here. Going to be making little gadgets. No, but, little products. Little tiny little products. And you're just going to be showing them, okay? Or whatever, I haven't really thought it through. But yeah, so some stuff's coming down the line. That's exciting. But, gonna be a little bit of a hustle. So my apologies for the briefness. But also started Ozark, finally hopped on after it ended, whatever, a little late, I get it. And it clicked. I had tried it at least once, possibly twice before. Couldn't get through the first episode, and I don't know what it was. But this time it was just like, oh, yeah, this is really good. So I don't know what I missed, but I found it. So that's in progress. That might take a little bit, though, I can't really binge that like I would like to. But it's fine. It's still very good. Jason Bateman, Wish You Were One of My Gay Dads. With Adam Scott. Been established. I don't know. Have I brought that up in here? I had to have. 103 episodes in. There's no way I haven't already said that before. Okay. Also, I wanted to talk about the Kendrick Lamar album, but I got 3 songs in, and I'm like, this is not what I'm looking for. He's like, ooh, I went to therapy. Listen to how smart I am now. And it's like, it's always been about how smart you are, Kendrick. You're late to this, But also, I don't care. The beats weren't good. First 3. I mean, it's like, what is even happening? I liked how on the Heart Part 5, it was almost just like a funk song. I was like, oh, is that what he's going for with that stupid album title? Like it's like a band, like he's Mr. Morale. Either way, just a horrible title. Not a great sign, And he dropped those songs with Baby Keem, and it's like, oh my God, this guy's trying to sound modern and could not sound worse. Like, what happened? Sounded like a dude who was washed, who fell off, and then Heart Part 5 is like, oh no, he's got it. Now, the Heart series, they're all great, so it's kind of like, had to step that one up, I suppose. Now, there are 16 more songs, so it's not a fair assessment, but I mean, what the hell? You know? Especially the way all of his other albums open, just so explosive. You just know what's going on right away, and this was just, you know? Wesley's Theory is like my favorite one of, it's like top 3 on Butterfly. And like Damn didn't have that good of a shelf life, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a few months later, everybody kind of realized, like, oh, these don't have that kind of, like, it was like a one listen impact, and then it just kind of, the more and more you listen to it, it was like, oh, this isn't very good, is it? It's like he kind of swindled everybody. Plus the gimmick, oh, it could go back, the track listing could go in the other order. It's like, yeah. You could technically argue that for any record. Probably that doesn't have a doesn't have a narrative like your other ones. Anyway, whatever. I think he's losing it. It was just very like, obviously not in subject matter. It was very like Eminem-y, where it's like, I'm just gonna rap fast, quick. I'm just gonna show you that I can rap, and it's like, yeah, we know. You're like, one of the biggest rappers on earth. In history, however you want to put it, either guy, like, we know. Like, what? This isn't how you show that off. It's like, did you forget the, like, melodic part of it? It's like, can this be a song? You're just like, they're like, there's a reason why Twista and Busta weren't the biggest guys in the world, because you're fast. Cool. That's fun, I guess. Just doesn't register. I don't know. And I just feel like it's very common to just be like, I know I'm going to love this, so I just love it. To me, I don't see that. Even if I go in thinking I'm going to love it, if I don't actually love it, I won't. Like, it'll be like very clearly disappointing. I don't know. I feel like I get flogged for being negative all the time. It's just like, what? It didn't do it for me. Like, I'm sorry. What do you want? Go ahead. Listen to this garbage. I don't give a shit. But I won't. I don't want to. Don't play it. Turn it off. I'm not interested. I'll check it out. I'm not going to be that ridiculous. But I'll, lower my expectations even further for the rest of the playthrough, because goddamn, son, not for me. Not for me. And it's also just one of those things like, oh, you're gonna go 6 years or whatever, and it's like, like, we're just supposed to be okay with whatever, like, no matter what it is, we're supposed to just be like, all right, let me lick your balls. Thank you, sir. I don't think so. You got to really bring that shit. So, I don't know. Did he brung it? We'll find out. Tune in next week. The king has fallen, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. All hail the new king, Playboy Cardi. Oh, boy. Could have used a feature from him. Got Kodak on here. It's like, dude, you're Kendrick Lamar. What are we doing? I was pleasantly surprised. He put a U2 feature on, and I was like, that's a bad sign. And it was good. I'm not gonna, I'm just saying. I'm not wavering here. I'll admit it. If I end up liking it, I'll let you know. But I wouldn't hold your breath. I just have a hunch. Okay. The name's Foolery. Tomfoolery. The name's Dente. El Dente. That's all I got. Wasn't that fun? Look, I don't know. I feel like it's just been a real slow news week. What's been going on? Nothing's been coming out. I mean, like I said, I can't be an episode by episode guy. The show's fucking 28 minutes long. How can you talk about it for more than 3? You want little nuggets? Barry was good. Like, fuck you. Sorry to all you Jack Harlow stands out there if you were expecting any thoughts from me. You were surely mistaken. I know that must be heartbreaking, but I'm sure you loved it. And, you know, I'm sure you took a shorter than average bus to school. So, I think that all adds up and evens out real nice. Glad we got to the bottom of it. All right, so you know what that means, ladies and germs. We are going to see what we can scrape up with a little bit of everybody's second favorite segment, headline surfing. Yeah. Thank you. Suspect in Buffalo Massacre. Ooh. No, thanks. Very sad. We don't do sad on here. It doesn't go well. Ukraine. Nope. This isn't going well. Something happened with the baby formula factory. Bitch, pull titty out. That's what I got to say about that. Trump. Well, come on. Why are we still trying to do this? You know? You just don't talk about it. Or do, but I mean, like, what's there to talk about? You know, you just gotta force him still. How are you that desperate, Bloomberg? For clicks. Write about the baby or something. I don't know. What do kids like? Anyway. Reproductive rights advocates. Oh my God. Does anything fun happen? Where the fun news? Somebody should work on that. Now, that's a 24-hour news network that I might be interested in. Someone just shows you, oh, here's the coolest new meme in Taiwan. Boom, that's funny. You know? And everybody's just scouring the earth for fun stuff. You know? Maybe it doesn't have to be a channel, but you get the point. And that'd be a great news feed. Oh, fun. Some fun happened in fucking the Congo. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Where's the fun happening? Somebody show me. But I get a cut because I just came up with it. So if anybody hears anything, reach out. I'm owed a lot. The simple way to keep the ice in your cooler from melting too fast. Now this is news. Okay, let's see what we got. You've just finished your grilling duties and are ready to relax with a bevy. I'm shortening this, just so you know. They ended up using bevies later. Okay, now I'm going to read it for real. Okay. You just finished your grilling duties and are ready to relax with an ice cold beverage. But when you reach your hand into the cooler, you're met with a pool of warm water and less than chilly bevies. It's a disappointing yet very common reality, but it doesn't have to be. You can put an end to warm slush with one simple trick that'll help keep the ice in your cooler from melting too fast. Okay. They're explaining what coolers are. Aluminum foil. Is that it? It's just aluminum foil. Okay. So line the side with aluminum foil. That's not an article. You know? Insane. No wonder why they had to put all that extra shit in there. All right. That is the number one article for me in this app. So, all right. I don't even have a cooler. Well, they just heard that. Oh my God, and it went away. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Rondo apparently threatened to kill his wife. Not good. We don't need to talk about that. This is really bad. Warren Buffett spends big as stock market sells off. Who cares what this guy does anymore? He's got $80 billion. If he spends $200 million, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. If you got $2,000 in your pocket, nobody cares when you get, enough KFC for the weekend. Talking to you, Gary. I don't know anyone named Gary. All right. But, I mean, get over it with the Warren Buffett. He's fucking weird. Yeah, he drinks cola and he lives in the house in Nebraska. Fuck Nebraska, okay? I went to Lincoln and Omaha for like an hour each, and it was 45 minutes too long. One of them had like an okay like downtown thing, but I felt like I was in the Universal lot at like the Western stage thing, whatever. It was horrible. It was horrible. Who am I kidding? Fuck Nebraska. Okay. That's why when you go Chicago to Colorado or west or south of there, go through fucking Missouri, take a little extra time, have a good time. You get St. Louis, which is fine. You get Kansas City, which is great. And then Kansas is terrible, but it's less than Nebraska, so at least you had fun. All right. Geraldo Rivera. Who cares with this guy? These are terrible. Johnny Depp keeps promise that Amber Heard would never see his eyes again. What does that mean? He just didn't look at her? I am interested in this. They are a wild bunch, huh? Couple of fucking goofballs. Her ex-husband's widely noticed refusal to look at the actress. Yeah, he won't look at her. I mean, look, he probably did some minor things, but she definitely did all the crazy things that were said. And hey, maybe he hit her back. If somebody cuts my finger off, I can bop you in the nose. I think that's a fair trade anyway. So, whatever. They're both ruined. Why is this trial allowed to be public? It's a defamation trial. All this is doing is ruining both of their public personas, and they were already dwindled as it was. I guess that's why it needs to be public. Sure, whatever. I don't know. That's a complicated problem. Once something gets put out there, you're fucked. I don't know. Poor Johnny. Tragic. Okay, Wall Street Journal. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers review. Kendrick Lamar's Brave new album. What's Brave? Oh, he said he went to therapy. Like, nobody else talked about being crazy or sad in music before. Like, this man's a fucking saint. Ain't no musician ever seen a therapist. Come on now. What are we talking about? Just because he's Kendrick Lamar, it's just so annoying. Like, yeah, you have a status. Congrats. But you just, like, everybody just has to agree with it. I don't know. This inflation that everything he does must be so brilliant that you would have to be stupid to not understand how brilliant he is. Like, no. Maybe this record just ain't that good, you know? And this is what Frank Ocean's setting himself up for with this like Messiah bullshit that everybody bestowed upon him. It's like y'all didn't even listen to Nostalgia Ultra when that shit came out, and possibly since, who knows. But this thing where it's like, oh, I'm only gonna make an appearance on in some form anywhere publicly, even if it's just on the internet, once every fucking 3 years, and everybody's gonna shit their pants. And it's just like, well, what if the next album just like doesn't have, you can't just count on a masterpiece from anybody unless you're working on this shit round the clock for 5 years crafting these tracks, and that's really what's going on. But I don't think it's what's going on. All right. A self-storage billionaire wants 127 million and a half million. Oh, wait. What did I just say? She wants $127.5 million for her Malibu compound. Great. Good for her. I hope she gets it. I hope she gets more. She earned it. She's got storage. Hey, look at me. I own a bunch of garages stacked on top of each other. I'll be doing 5 at the Comedy Cellar tomorrow night. Come by. Oh my god, this fucking asshole. Alright. Ooh, we're getting into the sports section. Still nothing great. Just Tom Brady getting fucking 10-year, $375 million from Fox. Could easily be trash. As long as he's him, though, like that arrogantness, that needs to come through. He needs to roast people, and then I'll be fine with it. But we'll see. Who are we kidding, though? He's a charismatic guy. Tom Brady's Instagram is, like, immaculate. I know that he pays someone, like, a fuck ton to, like, run it. But there's gold on every post that's not an ad for one of his many clothing endeavors or whatever. It's, like, whey protein, golf shirts, and then, like, a sick vid that's clever and charming and funny. And, like, probably poking jest at somebody, possibly even himself. Just like, oh, what a guy. Just one of the best guys ever. At anything, too. Like, one of the best people to ever do anything ever. Anyway. All right, now we're getting into hockey. You're kind of rolling away. Ooh. Jared Goff's girlfriend, Kristen Harper, celebrates SI swimsuit. Lots of bikinis. Nice. That's why Jared Goff is like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what the Lions did in the draft. It's like, yeah, why would you, man? You're set. Like, if he would have gotten a free Super Bowl, too, unreal. Hopefully, what if the Lions won the Super Bowl? I wouldn't even be upset. Good for him. What a red-blooded American man. Let him do him. Fucking haters. You fucking haters, bro. Okay. What am I talking about? All right. This is a lot of sports. Kanye West is its own topic. They do know me. They know what I'd be reading about. But that's about Kylie Jenner. That's about Pete Davidson. Edie Falco will play his mom like his personal mom. Is he doing another personal thing? Yeah, he's getting a show on his own life. Like he didn't get a movie on his own life. What? All right, we get it with this guy. I mean, he's pretty funny. But what's going on here? I'm missing something. Okay. Julia Fox wearing a bikini to get groceries. I mean, she is just out of her mind. Pretty clear why she didn't get a bunch of movie roles after Uncut Gems as many people expected. She's just an absolute loon. Okay. Yeah, see, there's another thing about her being crazy. Okay. Nobody cares about these things. It's just Martha Stewart gives her honest take on Pete and Kim. Who can't? Why does she have to chime in? You'll just ask anybody anything about anyone anywhere? Like, what are we doing here? Neil Patrick Harris, what do you think about flat Earth? It's like, what? Neil Patrick Harris apologizes for resurfaced Amy Winehouse post. That's way more exciting than my dumb thing. Oh, what's the joke? They better say it. Shortly after her death, a few months later, during that year's Halloween season, Harris and husband threw a party, featured a buffet platter made to look like the corpse of Amy Winehouse. What? Wait, hold on. 11 years later, photos of the joke has made the rounds, and there's a link. Is it embedded? Just embed the photo. Don't be such a fucking pussy. Don't be such a fucking pussy. Entertainment Weekly. Let me see this photo. Where's the photo? Oh, I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. They're just like dodging showing it. Unless there was another embedded link in here they wanted me to click. Oh my God. I found it. You need to look this up if you're listening to this. This is insane. Oh my God. So this is somehow food? I don't really understand the first part where they're saying it's supposed to be the platter, but this is just straight up like a wax figure corpse. Like animated. It's not like super realistic where you'd be like, "Oh, that's a corpse on a table." Apparently it's a meat platter though. I don't know. The photo doesn't really show it that well like that. But It looks like Tim Burton's The Corpse Bride. Like if that chick was like made life size and like to be realistic, that's what it looks like. And that's somehow a bit that they had at a dinner party right after she died. Look, I'm not even like a cancel this. That is just outlandish. And I love it. See? The gays know how to party. You go, NPH. Holy fuck. What was his apology? It was regrettable then, and it remains regrettable now. Well, what does that mean? She was a once-in-a-generation talent, and I'm sorry for any hurt that him and Scott. Now, to be fair, Amy Winehouse was treated horrifically. Like, I'm not even saying this because I watched that documentary that's supposed to be great, because I didn't. But I did watch the one that guy made about Oasis called Supersonic, which is excellent. So I believe that the Winehouse one would be good. Now, I think I just had an aneurysm. That was like a Kendrick Lamar song right there. I don't know if I'm sure that it's widely talked about in the documentary, but yeah, everybody treated her like garbage, and then she died, and I bet if you watched late night shows from right after she died, I bet you there's every single one of them makes a joke about, like, at her expense that she's dead. That wouldn't surprise me somehow, but maybe that is unlikely. But yeah, people really didn't like her, so I could see how that could be a bawdy little gay party thing. But wow, that was shocking. You need to look up that photo. That was unbelievable. This segment really paid off. Holy shit. Fucking NPH is hardcore, son. Whew. That was just absolutely shocking. Okay, well, that's the perfect way to wrap up this week, I think. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As always, this is your boy Adam Pecora, Requiem for a Tuesday, represent in the building. Rate, review, subscribe. Please do that. Helps a lot. You know, if you're already subscribed, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Give your boy a little refresh in the feed, whatever. However we can spread these juices all across America, I just want to fill everybody up. I don't know. There was no way that was going to end well once I said juices. Okay. I need to go. But I don't want you to miss me too much. So before I do go, I just want to remind all you beautiful little dumplings out there. Just three simple things. I are fat. You are fat. We are fat. Calc. You later.